Hello, everybody in YouTube land. Alexander Smith coming at ya. What I was wanting to do is I want to do this video, and it's basically I want to do a catch up, and I just want to let you see as in and explain when I said I would do my part. I have been doing my part, and as you can see, there's one item that was cancelled, one item that was sent, and it says the available eBay balance will be on the 9th of June, as you can see, for the total of £6.49. And then you'll see that one was delivered as in a 6233. There's another one, a 3220. There's another one, 2760. And as you can see, that was what went out this week, as in it says dispatched, but as you can see, it says awaiting delivery because the funds are basically pending. Now, this is a new setup with eBay that what happens is your money goes into eBay's system and you have to then post it, but they hold your money until that turns to that there, which is the green tick, as you can see. So I have 7610 that I sent out, 6600 that I sent out, Nokia 3TA with Google account on it. That one is going to a guy that is a story that is quite a nice story, actually. The person who's bought that, that is to go into a BMW, a classic BMW. I had a message from this person asking some information on the Motorola V50, and he says all I want is a good condition one. I'm not caring about the other one because it says there, as you can well see, it says two times vintage mobile phone silver. When I went to send that, the keypad was actually, when I cleaned it, the keypad started lifting away for the plastic button arrangement. So what I've done is, his one he's supposed to get, I've swapped it with a better one, so he's got a good one. But he's not just got one, he's got two. All he was interested in was getting one of them, and he wasn't even bothered about the car charger. Now, I'm wondering if this is for either, if this is going into a classic BMW, either for his authenticity with this phone along with the classic BM, or whether it's going to shows. And because if it goes to shows and that happens to be India, I wanted it to be really nice, so that if somebody asks and says, Where did you get that from? Then that becomes a talking point with him. It's up to him. And I thought that needs to be 100% or as good as. But that one is an honest one because I reset it. But HMDs, even if they have a Google lock on them, you've got to bypass them to basically, as in, because it'll remember the old owner or the old Google account which was originally put in that phone. But that's up to the customer, and I said, well, if you're unhappy, you can send it back. Although it's not a lot of money. As you can see, it's only £7.49. But that's not here nor there. And the customer, something mysteriously with this one, because the buyer managed to do a prepayment label for postage. Now I don't do that because mine is always £4.75. The reason why is you can see right now. Usually my listings, as you can see, look, I'll show you the original listing, right? So this is the original listing for this, right? So the person's paid £10.70 or £10.7 because you've got including £1.8 for buyer protection. And there's the £4.75 because it cost me £4.05, but I put it a wee bit higher because postage goes up every year. And it's tracked 48. I take them to the post office, but this is a follow-up, as in to say, I'm doing my part, guys. As you can well see, I'm trying to get because the way that I do mine is, it says there, as you can see, it says there's the seller feedback, which is 132, and there's one that says, like the past month, the phones were packaged securely and came tracked postage, but one is unusable as the seller only supplied one of the SIM cards locked to one of the phones. When I asked the seller if he had the other SIM card, he did not respond. I did respond to that. Disappointed as one of the phones can't operate without SIM card. I would say the item was not as described, as it was stated that they were fully operational. I've never ever said they were fully operational. Yes, in the listing, when you look under used section, as in when you do used, it says there, as in under used, if you look under the heading used, it says on eBay's system, but you're buying the way it's described, like that. Power up okay, and screen is working, and both phones charge okay. One is unlocked, and also charging lead. The charger is included at no additional cost, so you can charge both phones up. That's because it's got a car charger, because I couldn't get V50s to get the charger. You're talking at least £20 on its own. So I had a deal going with this other guy, because it says in there, included is a Motorola car charger lead. The charger is included. That's so they can charge that phone up, so they can turn around and say, well, he said it powers up okay and the screen's working. So if they say this is misleading, no, it's not, because when you plug it into that charger, it does exactly what it says, power up okay and the screen is working. It doesn't say that they're fully functioning. none of my listings ever say fully functioning. But this is a follow-up. The reason why I'm doing this video is this is a follow-up to what I said I would do. And what I said, guys, is that I would put money to the shipping pot fund, as in that I will go back to eBay. So as you can see, I am back in eBay. That's what I'm doing, and that's why you don't see me as much as you used to. Because I'm on here religiously, constantly, doing bits and pieces. Hold on, right, selling. Let's just go to selling. There's as you can see, it says active 10. There's 10 active. There's, as you can see, it's 59 orders. 60 orders you can only do in a calendar year. But I've actually, even though I'm not there yet, before this has happened, eBay's sent me an email saying that you're going to reach target by this year, so we need to update your account. I've already done that, guys. So everything has to be that money there, or that money there that it says there, as in here. I don't know if you can see that arrow, as in going over the top of that. Me scrolling across that top of that figure there is to be that there. So every month that gets declared, or every second week that gets declared income that's coming in. Because there's ones that relisted. But if you go into active, there's C2, and there you can see one view there, E72, 16 views, 230, 5 views, 2 views, 1 view, and there's another one, 6680, 4 views, 2 watchers, but they'll wait until the very end. Some of them will use the buy it now, as in the 975 or whatever it's. I've had customers who just basically go, right, I'm having that, and go buy it now. Can't be bothered wasting about. But there's some that, because they're going, well, I can get it for a wee bit less than that. I can get it for the bidding price, so I'll bid on that. But that's no one phone. It's actually 2 phones, as in, and that's the pictures that I'll put with them. As in, I started doing, if it's got a camera, showing that the camera does work. So there you can see it powering up. It does come with a battery, or the two of them come with a battery. It's sometimes extra. I've got to pay a wee bit extra money for put a battery in it if the battery's not 100%, because I like a battery that's got a bit of. And there you can see me. You can see me as in standing, no capture with the camera, but showing that the camera does work. Because this thing's got, it's not just got one camera. This thing's got two cameras. It's got a secondary camera. There's one on front and one on rear and one on rear. That's me showing the top view of it, the bottom angle. There it shows Nokia, that's my own label, that there. My own label, that there. Showing. It's telling its own tale. Nokia 6680, power OK, network, orange, screen OK, charge OK. Some get unlocked, some don't. Sometimes you have problems with with equipment. You get issues from time to time, because your adapters and your cables are your most important part of your interface box, when your interface boxes, when you're unlocking phones, when you're unlocking them. Because I do Nokia, Samsung, Motorola, the three top ones that I love doing. What else? Let's see. eBay. Selling. Let's see if we can find. Let's see if we can find one actually. Now to think about it. I have sold one. There's one there. That's when you don't have a scout. When you don't have a scout card, and you only have a Motorola Smart Clip. As long as you've got that cable, as in with the USB cable, you can unlock these wee buggers. And I have had people buy them. I've had quite a few of these and quite a few occasions. As you can see, there's $6.49. That one, it was 2 bids on that. I didn't know there was a lot of call for Motorola's. A wee bit of rough round about the edges. They weren't worried because I'm sure this was a 2 job, 2 lot. I'm sure this was a 2. There was 2 of them. Because that one's a lot better looking, as you can see. There you can see it. I'm sure this was a 2 job lot. Because that's a sold, as you can see. There it's shown sold. So it was sold, so another person bought it. So it's not as if like I'm kidding on and going, oh, this is old listings. There's I've been doing this since in the last year, 2024. I'm back to it. I'm just showing that I'm doing my part. What I said, guys. I told you as in that I would play my part in this. There's received a seller. That's one that said like a neutral there. And I put my response. I did respond with 2 messages I sent to you via your eBay message section, explaining I did not know about the pink phone. I did not know about the pink phone and how it could be sorted, and both phones were sold as power up okay and screen is working and charged okay. And there's another one. They tried to play a fast one as well. Nokia 201. Sims are not working. So he's turning and saying about resolving it, right? So the only way I could resolve it is take the 2 phones back. So I said, I've already said if you're unhappy you can return both, but you're not willing or have the time to send both phones back and also the charger. So he was expecting me, as I can show you here, right, 201. He's expecting me to eat the $7.99, right? The $7.99 plus the $4.75, and basically keep the phones, or keep the 2 phones. You either have your money or you have the 2 phones. It's one or the other. You can't have both. but as you can see, it wasn't sold as fully functional. Okay, used, and if you go to information, right, an item that was previously used, the item may have some signs of cosmetic wear, but is fully operational and functions as intended. This item may be a floor model or an item that has been returned to the seller after a period of use. And then it says, see the seller's listing for full details and descriptions of any imperfections. So it's telling you should look, as in it says, see the seller's listing for full details and description of any imperfections. And that is, when you go down to the bottom, as in where the description is, that's what you're buying. You're buying that description. Please note there's two phones, not one. Power up okay, and screen is working, and both phones charge okay. And only one I know is unlocked, and also a genuine Nokia 3-pin wall charger. I have to pay more for the charger, as in £2 or £3 for the charger, to put the charger in with that. So when I start breaking down these figures, I'm not getting any profit out of them at all. And I might have paid £3 for one, £4 for another. Or I might have had to buy in a donor, hoping, well, can I either use it for bits or whatever, or maybe there's a possibility. Because when I'm looking for anything, I'll just show you guys, hold on a minute, right? Nokia 201, right? Now this is how, when I'm looking for something, I don't go, I'm going to buy that, because I'm like, well, £15, what am I going to get out of it? There's one with 0 bids, so I usually go for the ones with 0 bids, but I go condition, right? And I go parts not working, and then I look and go, oh, there's one, parts only, not turning on. There's another one, retro prop, spares or repair, faulty, black. So I go, right, there's one cheeky. So sometimes what I would do is, that one there that says untested, £15, says or best offer. So I click on that and go, right, I'm going to put a best offer in. I'm going to offer less than 10 for that, because I'm not going to get a lot when I put it back on again. But then I might go, right, there's one for £7.95, right, with £4, or says or best offer, right. So I go, so I start looking and going, right, condition, it's got its book manual, so that's more money, as in because it's got its manual, because manual's worth a couple of pound on its own. So it's got a battery, it's got its back cover, it's in good condition, or in reasonable condition. Because it's turned off, you don't know where, right, screen could be damaged, so I might need a screen for it. So I'll go, right, this is just for example. So I go way down the bottom of it and go, look at the description, it says Nokia 201 mobile phone, spares or repair, faulty, black. Unable to charge this, so I don't know if this works. I have tried a standard micro USB lead, no joy. That's because that phone has got two ports in it. There's 2 ports in them.